Guys, I'm back with Jules Designs. I am using her Grungy bee design, and as you saw on the previous video, I did a few junk journal pages. So today I thought I would show you how to do this. This is not my this is not my technique. I did see this on YouTube, and I thought it would be kind of cool to use it as a way to journal. So this is what I did. I printed out Jules has the little mini file folders in her design. So I did print that out. So what I did, I just kind of did a fold, and that way you would have some journal spots there. Of course, I used my script stamp because I like my script stamp. And then did another little book for some journaling, and then open it up. And then over this way, you could put some pictures or something if you wanted to. And then another journal spot. So I thought that was kind of cool. And you could also put something here. You could do that if you'd want to also. So let me get started and show you how I did it. Let me put my cell phone on silent. I don't want to. Okay, if my phone rings, we'll just ignore it. Okay, first of all, I want to show you how I did this part. Since I do have everything cut out, I will show you how I did it. Okay. I just folded it in half. Of course, you cut it down to whatever size you want. I didn't measure. I just kind of eyeballed it. Then you just turn it down. Then, of course, then you'll just crease it real good with your bone folder. Then when you make sure when you do trim on this side. Do not trim on the folded side. I have done that several times without even thinking. It's just so easy to do. So when you open it, then it opens again. So just make sure you have it on that fold. Okay. And again, I folded it in half, then folded it down and cut it down or however you want. Just don't cut on the folded side. Okay, here we go. Okay, I did cut these out, and I just cut the tops of one of her folders off, like the file folder, so that I could put it here so I could kind of not have it all white inside. I tried to do the two-sided printing, but I didn't have luck with it, so I've got to figure that one out on my printer. I'll save the inking till the end. That way. Okay. Here we go. Again, I'm using the glue stick. It does blue, but it does dry clear. Okay. Then I just go on this side. Okay. Okay, I left the lid off of my glue stick, and you can tell I forgot to put it back on while I was trying to get everything arranged. Got that big glob. I'll get it off. Oof, that's not good. Alright, just take it off. Yes, guys, do not leave the lid off of your glue stick. Okay, I'm just going to put this right here like this. Come on. Okay, same thing with this one. And sometimes I forget you don't have to bear down so hard. For some reason, I have it in my head to kind of bear down, and I don't have to do that. Okay, if you guys can hear anything, it is raining really hard here. Okay, there we go. Okay, then we'll just take it, just crease it like this. Make sure we score it real good, or score it. Make sure you get it a real good crease in it. Okay, we got that done. And then this is the inside one. I just cut it down to the size that I wanted. I just kind of measured it to make it the size I want it. Like this is the one that we're making right here. This is glued on top of this. So I'm making this part. Okay, how about first we ink it? Because once I start stacking it, it might be harder to do. So let's go ahead and ink. I'm going to try a different color ink this time. I'm going to try this. It's kind of a spice marmalade, but I'm going to go real light. I want to see how it looked to kind of add a little bit more to it. I think it's going to be okay. Again, you kind of let me know your thoughts. I'm not going to go too hard just in case, because I don't want it to get too orangey. Okay, it's kind of here and there. I don't really have to do the back because it's going to be glued down to the front of the file folder. We'll go ahead and just do a little bit. Okay, we'll open up on the inside. Okay, get the glue off. Again, I'm not going to go real dark. Just enough to give it some color. Again, I don't want to get it too orangey. I thought it would be neat just to try a different color. And then I'll use my script stamp. Just kind of do like we did with the other. If you want to journal in it, you can kind of do it dark in some places if you want, and lighten others to where you can write. Okay. Got that ready. We'll go ahead and do the file folder. I think these are so cute. Okay. Again, we're not going to be too dark. There we go. Okay. Okay. Do it on the side here. Okay. Okay, probably need to trim that up a little bit, maybe. It's a little bit longer. Gonna trim it right here. There we go. And just trim it a little bit, enough to where it doesn't look too bad. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. I'll have to do it over here too. I'll leave it right here at the bottom. It's a little bit longer, so I'll just go ahead and cut it. Just enough to where it's not hanging over too far. Most of the time you could cover it with ink. Since I'm using the orange, I didn't want to get it too dark, so there we go. Looks a lot better. Okay. Get it right here. Crease. Alright. That looks a lot better. Maybe a little bit darker here. Okay. Got this one done. Then this one's going to go on top of this one. We'll glue it on top of this one. Did I leave enough to... Okay, I may have to trim this one a little bit because it's not supposed to be the same. Okay, we'll just trim it a smidge here. Alright. Okay, let's see if that did it. Okay, cut a little bit off the top also. Give it a little bit more where you can see the background. Let's just hope it's not too much. Okay, goes here like that. Alrighty. We may have to trim this one down since we did that one. Nope, I think it's going to be okay. Maybe just a little bit. Okay, I think that should be okay. Alrighty. And this was the one that we folded in half. And it's going to go on top of this one. There we go. Okay, we'll ink this one up real quick. Okay. Oop, don't want to get too orangey. Okie dokie. There we go. Just a little bit here. You guys can tell me what you think of the color. I kind of stick to the browns and the blacks colors because in the grays, sometimes I'm not the greatest when it comes to brighter colors. I'm always chicken to venture out, so I thought I would try this time to add a little bit of to it. Okay, now we're going to do our little stamping on the inside. Oh, I need to ink it. And you know, guys, you don't have to ink it on the inside if you don't want. You really don't. If you just want to use it blank. Okay, got my glue everywhere. It's okay. We're going to get this. Alrighty. Okay. I will be finishing up my junk journal of the bees, and I told you in the first video I would show you what I did with the scraps that I ripped and how I was going to do that. So I will have that up here hopefully in the next few days of the completed journal and how I did it, and hopefully you'll be able to see some of the things that I've made with the paper and added into it. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. There we go. So this is going to be the okay. Go like this. Okay, did I do that right? Okay, get it up and down, so we'll just do it this way. Okay. Sometimes, guys, if you mess up, it's really easy. You could just keep on adding, and you'll be surprised some of the best things come out of our mistakes that we make sometimes if we just keep going. I've learned that the hard way. Okay. Just keep going with it, and you'll be surprised what you come up with. Okay, we'll go ahead and glue all this down, the front down. Okay. This time we won't bear down so hard. Okay, let's put this here. There we go. Then we'll glue this. Okay. Put this like that. Okay, there we got that. Now we're going to go into here, and I did the same thing as I did with the front. I just cut down the piece that you want, the size. And again, you just fold it in half and over. That way when you open it, it opens this way. Okay, we're going to ink it up real quick. Okay, that's going to be glued down, so we'll do this one. Okay, okay. Again, just alrighty. We'll do it this way. Yeah. Then we'll do our little script stamp again, just like this. I might just hit and miss here and there. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Kind of do it this way. Just add a little bit of interest to it. Do a script stamp anyway. Okay, then we will include this on the back, like this. Then we'll open it up. I think I'm going to put it on this side this time. A big glob of glue. Okay, put it right here. There we go. And then you got your little journal spot here. Or you could do it on that side and it would open up instead of this way, it would open the opposite way. Okay, I'll close this. And I want to see what I could do on the front here. I'm not sure if I just want to do the bee or if I want to do, then put him there. I think I'll do that. Just cut it down a little bit here. Okay, let's see. There we go. We'll ink it up a little bit. There we go. Do the same thing with the bee. Stick into my hands. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the orange kind of goes with his little fur there, so it's going to be okay. And of course, I like to add a little bit to it. A little bit more there. Okay, set that there. We'll glue this down. Here we go. There we go. Or do we want to put him up? Let's put him up. There we go. And then we'll glue this little guy right on the front. There we go. And put him there just like that. And you could also, like here, we could probably add that. Let's add that real quick. It needs a little something, I think. Okay. Go. Okay. Cut this little down. Okay. Let's cut a little bit more of that white off. Oops. And there we go. And we will ink him up just a little bit. Well, maybe a little bit more than a little bit. Okay. Okay. Maybe just like that. Glue him on. Okie dokie. Put that right there. Yeah, that looks good. And there you go. You could put that on the front of your journal, or you could pretty much do anything. Maybe if you want to do it as a card. But I thought that was pretty cute. Here we go. Open up this one. Put him in there. Then we left this open. I wonder what we could do with this one. I guess you could leave this one like that, and you could sew some strips or something up this way and just make it like a pocket as well. Then have this and this. Or you could add another one of these on the inside as well. So it's just kind of left up to how you want to do it. So anyway, I just want to share this with you guys, and I hope that you will tune back in to check out the whole journal when I'm finished with it. And I hope to have it done here in a few days. So you guys, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you again soon.